Good morning, everybody. Today I bring you a fun shoulder workout. That is right. We are building those calves. So come on, ladies. Let's get it on. Now this is my classic no BS shoulder workout. So please leave your excuses behind you. Now, before we get down to the workout, I really wanted to talk about the anatomy of the shoulder because I believe this is very important to understand what you're doing. Now, we have the anterior of the shoulder, which is the front. Then we have the lateral, which runs along the middle, and a posterior that runs along the back. And these three heads all connect to the forearm, and this creates a very lovely capped, nice tone look. Now, if you like this workout, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another workout. Let's get into it. To start the workout, I begin with a shoulder press. I'm doing 4 sets of 8 because I'm really trying to work my strength here, especially with these compound movements. I believe this is a great exercise to really get your weight up to grow stronger. I encourage you to make sure you do a working set before getting into your heavy weight. Now we move on to an Arnold press. I'm performing 3 sets of 12 here. Now this one's kind of an awkward movement, so I highly encourage you to practice it in front of a mirror. You may kind of feel stupid, but trust me, it took me a few times to finally get this movement down. You're kind of thinking of fist bumping yourself, like, yes, I did it. That's kind of what I think about when I perform this exercise. Moving on to our first superset, the front press to around the worlds. Perform 3 sets of 12 for each exercise. Remember, superset, you do not rest in between exercise. You go straight in from the front press to the around the worlds. When performing the front press, you can use a dumbbell here like me or preloaded barbell, which I typically prefer. Make sure you keep your elbows in and go straight up. And you're really trying to target your fronts of your shoulder, and you should get a nice burn doing this. Now we are going to move into around the worlds. This is one of my favorite exercises for the shoulders. I always get a really good burn and pump from this exercise. Typically, I do my first 2 sets with 5 pounds, and my third set, my shoulders are pretty dead from this movement, so I typically go to 2.5, and that's something I encourage you guys to try to go as heavy as you can for as many sets as you can, but it's okay to lower the weight when you have truly worked that muscle. We move into our next superset of side delt raises and front raises. I'm performing 3 sets of 12 for both exercises. When performing the delt raise, it's really important to not swing your body when lifting the weights. One good tip for this is to kind of think about lifting the weight with your elbow, and that'll really help you isolate the movement in your shoulder. Now, if you really find a problem, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench, and that completely eliminates body movement to get that weight up. Moving into front raises, here a tip to notice is you do not need to go above shoulders. Now here I'm going a little higher than I need to. I encourage you to look in a mirror when you do this. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do this, so that's why I'm going a little high. On to our last superset, I promise, is cable face pulls to cable upright rows. Here you want to set the lever about at face height so that you can pull the rope. And when you're pulling the rope, really remember to be pulling away from your ears. Here I'm performing 3 sets of 12, and I will perform the same for the upright row. And you really want to hold the contraction at the top, and you'll feel a good burn in this. And this is really getting our rear delts that can be very neglected. Now we move into cable upright rows. You just need to stand up. Here I'm actually lowering the weight by 5 pounds because I find it slightly more difficult than the face pulls. And you just really want to pull that weight up with your shoulders and keep those elbows straight and out. Moving into our last exercise, real delt flies. Now this is a great burnout. I'm performing 2 sets of 15. I don't want to push my weight too heavy with this. I actually do lower my weight midway through because I feel my traps starting to engage. This happens because I've already put you through a lot of exercise and your delts start to weaken. So that is why I suggest to keep a lower weight when performing this. And I actually like to keep my arms kind of sideways just because I feel a better burn when I do it to get my real thighs. That is personal. So this concludes our workout for this week. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another video.